Recording in progress. That is always what I need to hear. So let me just say welcome to everyone. This is Lynn Hamilton, your lead instructor here at Samson Properties with another exciting episode of Marketing Mastery. In this series, we talk about the marketing department of your business and what are in this session, we're talking about what tools you have at your fingertips. And I'm going to be asking you in a minute or two, which of the Samson tools you like the best. Or if you're in another footprint and listening to this, what are your favorite tools that you like to be using in your real estate business? Okay, so we're going to jump right on in with what's in your Samson toolbox. So as always, we want to thank our Cardinal Title Company because they're the one that sponsor these classes and bring them all to you. So think about all the tools that you have available to you here at Samson. Who brings them to you? Cardinal does. This is why we always give the shout out to Cardinal Title because they're the ones that are making it all happen. All right, so let's talk about each of these. What are the tools in your toolbox? First off, I hope that you all know that there is a sales meeting that is done once a month here at Samson. It is done virtual so that we can hit everybody in our big and growing footprint. Who can tell me? Oh, we're going to do a quiz. Write down the answers. And then at the end, we're going to play the game of who got the most right. So, when are the Samson sales meetings? If you put down the third Wednesday of every month, then congratulations, you got that one right. All right, what is the next one down is mastermind sessions. When are mastermind sessions? And who does them, more important than that? If you guessed, Dave Warfield does them, and they're usually on I think, a Thursday or a Friday. You are correct. All right, so the next one down, Tuesday Tidbits. Well, the name itself tells you when they come out, but who sends them and how do you get them? If you guessed that it was Sarah sends those out on by email on Tuesday, which is why it's called Tuesday Tidbits, give yourself a point for that. If you are aware that Monday I do boost, my question is, what time is the boost call on Monday mornings? If you guessed 10:30, you are correct. All right. If you attend, you also get a point. So the next question is Thursday. Now, I do two classes on Thursday, and you're here on one of them right now. But the 1 o'clock, I was going to ask you what time the first class is. The first class is Business Skill Builders. What time does that class start on Thursdays? And then what time does the second Marketing Mastery class start on Thursday? That should be an easy one. You probably should have that one. Coffee with Casey. Do you know who Casey is? Have you ever listened to a Coffee with Casey? Better yet, have you ever attended a Coffee with Casey? So if you are with Samson Properties and you guess that Casey Samson is Donnie Samson's uncle, you are correct. You can find his Coffee with Casey on YouTube. So wherever you're at, you can tap into those. When it comes to marketing pricing strategies, the man is brilliant. Don't tell him I said that, but he gives some really good advice and directions on how he handles his clients. Listen to it with an open mind to take away what is he saying that I could duplicate? How did he explain this? What was the sentence he used that just went, wow? You want to find a snippet and be able to pull it away. Then the other question is in your toolbox, you also have the calendar. That is on where? What platform, what program can you find that on? All right. So now let's continue on to give yourself some points if we're able to play this game of Did You Know? Did you know that Samson Properties provides you not one, but two phenomenal options for newsletters. The one is that beautiful 4-page. Those are intended to be printed and mailed out through the print center. There is a 200 minimum and there is a cost that goes with those. We discovered that a lot of agents weren't using them only because either they didn't have 200 in their database or they didn't have the funds to support a monthly mail of those. So I worked with our marketing department and came up with Plan B. It is a 2-page, well, it's 1 page printed back to back, so it's a 2-page grab and go. It is intended to be ready to be downloaded. You replace your picture on it because it's the picture that's there. It's either mine or whoever's. It's just a place marker. You need to update your name, your phone number, your email, your website, and your office address on the front and on the back. Then you're good. Now, we even show you how to take it out and even use it better by adding a QR code in there. You've heard me say multiple times, I would rather have an agent hand out a newsletter than a business card any day of the week. Okay? Next thing on the did you know? Did you know that you have a blog attached to your website? Did you know that if you're looking for the tab and it's not there, it's because you've not made a post yet? But did you know that here at Samson, we have a library of over 30 posts that are ready to download, save on your computer, and post them? Did you know we have recently taken that up even one notch better? We now have a partnership with Keeping Current Matters, where you get free account and then you get free posts to use throughout the month. Did you know that? Did you know that Samson has a library of free reports? And if you did, do you know where you can find them? I'll come back to all these, where you can find them. All right, and did you know that in Bold Trails, there is a core present? It's kind of like a PowerPoint flip book that's available for a buyer or a seller. Now, I'm going to say this does not replace the buyer and seller consultation. I believe that these serve best as an introduction that you could email to them confirming the time and date of your actual face-to-face appointment. Did you know that? Ah, if not, we need to get that one on your learning trails. Did you know? I think you do, that you actually have a website. You have one from Bold Trails. You also have one from Lofty. So whichever platform you choose to use, we got you covered, both with a website. You only need one. Don't need to be using both because we pay for both if you do, but we need pick one, either one. Did you know that here at Samson, we also have coaching available for you? Did you know that there is 724 training available at your fingertips on every topic that could potentially be needed in this real estate world? Did you know that we have a phenomenal print center in our corporate office? And with that, let me ask, when you come on to Samson, how many free postcards will Samson mail out for you with the I just moved to a new brokerage? Did you know that? Do you know how many? Let's ask, did you know when you do an open house, how many free postcards will Samson send out for you to the renters in the immediate area? How many? If you guessed 200, you're right. Did you know that you can, through Samson, send out how many? You got to answer that. Just listed or just sold postcards. Now, you can upload a list. Say you've got your database. You want to send them out to your database. Absolutely. You can send them out to a neighborhood. if you're wanting or following up with geofarming. That is a possibility too. Did you know that? And how many will the company, send out for you? All right. So let's play a little game of going back and seeing who's got what for points. So let me see if I can back up. There we go. All right. So with this one, I'm going to take it off, stop sharing for a minute so that we can walk through this. So, where are you able to find the newsletter? I'm going to jump over to the chat to see who has got any good answers in there. All right, we got a bunch of, okay, we got it. All right, so Cardinal Nest, yeah, absolutely. The library is in the Cardinal Nest. So when you go to Cardinal Nest, there is a search box in the upper right-hand corner. And when you go to that page and type in newsletter or even news, it'll bring you to the library of where all the newsletters are at. There you go. Let me see if we can get a share page going again. So hang on with me. I'm going to go into Cardinal Nest. I'm going to log in. I think this is showing up. So up in the search box right there is where you can type in whatever it is you're looking for. You can also go in there and type blog, and it will bring you to all of our blog posts that we've already preloaded up for you. You can just download them right there, save them on a file because they're a picture. Save them marked blog posts in your photos. Go through and download every one of these. That way you got them and you can just add them quickly. Did you know in the same search box, you can type in free reports and up will come our library of free reports. They're in a Canva platform. So you do need to have just the free Canva account to be able to go in, add your picture, add your contact information in there, and have it ready to go. Again, that would be a challenge that I would put out to you is to block off, oh, I don't know, I'm going to say 20 minutes maybe. Go in and download all the blog posts. Go in and download all the free reports. Put your information on them and save them. That way you've got them. Now, let's say you're ready to tackle your newsletters. You can just type in news, and lo and behold, it is going to bring up the library where all of the newsletters are at. Yes, the beautiful 4-page one is there. And yes, the 2-page grab and go newsletter is also there as well. So, quick little search in the search box and you can find it. Oftentimes, agents just get overwhelmed and they don't realize what's there, and it's easier than you think. All right, so let's play another game. Throw out the answers in the chat box. When you do an open house, how many postcards to the renters in the area will Samson mail out for you? Obviously, you've got to design them slightly and upload them and all that kind of stuff. So I'm seeing the answer of 200. You are correct. You get 200. They get emailed out to the renters in the area. Now, I'm going to share with you guys a little a little secret, but I'm blabbing this to everyone because I thought it was so cool. When a bunch of our agents were starting to do first-time homebuyer workshops. A first-time homebuyer workshop tells you that the person is currently renting. Thus, that's what's making them a first-time homebuyer. They decided they were doing open houses and the first-time homebuyer workshops as part of their pillars. They went ahead, and I thought this was brilliant when she did it. I was so proud of her. She took the open house postcard, divided it in half, Now you can go up and down half, side by side half, angle to angle half, doesn't matter. So the part of it, half of it was about the open house when it was promoting it. The other half of the card was promoting her up and coming first time homebuyer workshop. She put a QR code on there that took her to her website because she had added a tab and built out information for first-time home buyers, including when all of her next 3 or 4 were going to be at, and then information that a first-time home buyer would need. Oh, wait, it was the free reports. And the company mailed those out and killed two birds with one stone. It was like, okay, that was brilliant. I'm just saying. Okay, now, when you get a listing, here at Samson, you can design or you can have it designed a property flyer. How many of those will Samson print for you for free? Drop it in the chat box. I'm seeing 30. Yes, that is correct. Samson will provide you 30 free property flyers for that. Now, even if the property sells like really quick, I would still do a property flyer and get them because they are great additions to your seller consultation to show what the flyer is going to look like. It gives them an idea. And again, I would make sure that it was really nice. And there you go. Have those included. Because I hear agents say, well, I didn't have the property sold so fast, I didn't have a chance to even get the flyers done. I go, wrong. Get them anyway. Use them in your listing consultations. There you go. Take advantage of it. Okay. All right. So now let's go back to the question on the open house. We're going to do an open house on Saturday. When do you have to have the postcard ready and to the print center? Yes, Friday by 5 p.m. of the week before. Yes, you guys are all awesome paying attention. It used to be that if we could get them in by Monday, they were good. Now, because of slight delays, occasionally machines going down, we still can't control the post office. So, yes, it is Friday the week before by 5 p.m. They need to be in. And yes, this is a yes or no question. Does our print center run 24/7 over the weekends and in the evenings? Ah, I'm seeing no. They do. They have evening shifts in there. They have, it depends on their order process. They do have evening shifts that go, and they also occasionally will have a weekend shift when they have stuff that needs to be cranked out. They make sure that the staff is in there to do that. So yeah, surprise, it really does. If you have never been to our Chantilly office to see that amazing print center, you got to go. Just to go stick your head in the door and see that print center. It is amazing. There's a couple machines in there. They are huge. They run like you can't even imagine. I remember an agent one time asked, "So do we go in and we use those machines?" I said, "You do not touch those machines. You do not stick your body in there. You can stick your head in the door to see it, but you do not ever, 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 ever touch those machines in the print center. This is what we have our copy machines at the office for, that print center. The guys touch them, the guys run them. Yeah, no, 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 no. So that was kind of funny. Okay, so let me ask you this question since we're playing Did You Know? Who pays for your Bull Trails or your Lofty CRM platform slash website? Who pays for that? Not me. I love it. Cardinal. You are correct. Cardinal Title is the one that pays for those machines in the print center. They pay for those cards going out in the postage. They pay for your CRM platform, whichever one you're using. And did you know that if you were to go out on your own as an independent real estate agent and want to get the level of bold trails that we have, you'd be paying, and I've heard between $1,000 and $1,500 a month to get that platform. Because again, they have various levels. We give you everything. All right. So who pays for, I'm going to say most of the office space and the training rooms and the conference rooms? Who pays for all of the building space? Cardinal, you are correct. So this is why when we are encouraging you to use Cardinal Title whenever you have the opportunity to do so. That's why. Because it is, if you think of Samson, and again, if you're with another brokerage, the same thing pretty well applies. Either they're taking a good chunk of your money, and that's what they pay for everything with. But here at Samson, you get a higher commission split. So Samson is the car. Samson has no tires on the car. Samson has no engine in the car. There's no dashboard, there's no steering wheel, there's no seat. Cardinal, our affiliate, they provide the tires and the air. They provide the engine with the oil, the gas, the water. They provide the dashboard. They provide the steering wheel and the seat for you to get into the Samson car and drive away at whatever speed you want to go. But it's because of Cardinal that um, all these things are able to be provided to our agents. So, how I like to explain it as well is it's like you have a past client and you take really good care of that client. You are doing everything spot on. First of the month, you're sending them their newsletter. Mid-month, you're sending them either a free report, posting a blog, posting a featured event, whatever. You're posting and providing something mid-month as well. And why are you doing that? So that you can stay top of mind and remind them that you are still in the business. So when the day comes that their home no longer meets their needs and they need to sell or buy, they know that you're still in business. Because everybody knows a handful of people that were once a real estate agent who are no longer a real estate agent. They forgot about you because you forgot about them. They forgot about you. So you've got this client, past client, you've got a great rapport with them, you do all the things right, and then all of a sudden they decide that they won the lottery, they're gonna sell the house and go buy, a $2 million home. But then they decide, oh wait, I'm not gonna use you. I'm going to go use my friends whose little puppy dog just got a real estate license, and we want to help the puppy dog get started. So we're going to let them do it. It's kind of a kick in the teeth, if you will. So that's how I explain it when we're talking about why we encourage you whenever possible to use Cardinal Title, let them earn your business, and then you will see firsthand really how good they are, and they will take real good care of you for future transactions as well. Okay, so I see a question that popped into the chat box about Bold Trails, Lofty, and Real Scout. Let me explain. Bold Trails and Lofty are very similar. They both will offer you a website. They will both offer you a CRM. To what extent, I'm not sure. I don't jump into Lofty as much. I teach more of the basic customizing a website by using Bold Trails. But I will tell you, we have our tech department here at Samson, and he knows the two inside and out and backwards. Some agents will say they like Bold Trails because it actually will do more than Lofty will. Some will say they like lofty because of the appearance, if you will, of the dashboard and how the information comes up on the screen. That's just a personal preference. I know that Bold Trails has the ability to do squeeze pages and landing pages and all kinds of extra stuff. I do not know, and I probably should, if Lofty is able to do that as well. I do know that in Cardinal Nest in the search box, if you put Bold Trails versus the VS Lofty, we did a side-by-side comparison and it will come up for you. Now, Real Scout is not intended to be your CRM. Real Scout is designed to be your tool to help your future buyers search and see what's on the market for property. You want to tuck them in under your wing and use Real Scout and give them access to a program you have available that will allow them to see immediately what's available on the market at all times. The reason you want to use Real Scout instead of sending them to just go search on Pillow, Zillow, Realtor, whatever the other site may happen to be, is because when they go to those other sites, who's paying for ads? Other agents. So, well, your client, your future client is on these sites looking for what's on the market. They're also getting bombarded with ads from other agents. You do not want that happening. So keep them tucked under your wing. Let them know so they don't have to search these other sites that we've got no control over and do not know how accurate they are. You can give them access to a program that you have available. You will give them VIP access, and that way they can search themselves a bit. You can set up the basic criteria. They can adjust the criteria. They can do whatever, but it also then lets you see which properties they're looking at, which is to your advantage. So if you have not yet set up Real Scout, we do have training in Cardinal Nest in Samson University. You can reach out to Will, our tech guy. He's going to be helping with that as well. And set yourself up. Pretend you're a client searching for, pick an average home in your footprint. Set yourself up a search. That way you get to see what the consumer sees, but it also lets you see as the agent what the consumer is looking at for properties as well, and whether they've hearted them or made comments on them or added criteria or adjusted. So look at it from that way. So I would absolutely encourage you all to set up yourself as a potential client within Real Scout to let you see the difference. So hopefully that has made sense. So Lofty and Bold Trails, again, they're both a CRM platform. They both offer you a website. They both offer you a CRM platform. It really comes down to personal preference, which one you want to use. And I understand Lofty can let you do some adjustments on your website. I know that Bold Trails can because I help with that a lot. So, but again, completely different than Real Scout. Hopefully that helps. Oh, the other thing I want you to do, if you've not done it already, go to your website, which is your first name, last name, .samsonproperties.net. Look yourself up. Go to your website, and I want you to click on every tab, every down page, every link, everything. You need to know exactly what is on your site and where it's taking the consumer who happens to be coming to your site and checking around. If you have not changed the tabs from search and sell on your website, email me, give me permission to do it, and I will go in and do it for you. It'll take me about 1.5 minutes. I thought the word search was stupid because search for what? People would go to that thinking it's going to allow them to search for reports. Cardinal Nest, yes, it does. But your website, no, it doesn't. It's search for homes. So that's why we changed the tab to say search for your next home. That's what that tab is going to let them do. The next tab over, generically is set for sell. Again, I thought that was stupid, but they didn't ask me. That's okay. Sell, we changed it to estimation of home value. That is the one that I want all of you to go in and put your property address in there and see what happens and what comes up. I get an email once a month that says, we have an update on your property, your estimation of property value. Click here if you're interested. I click the little button and it brings up the screen and tells me what the current estimation of value is. There you go. So a lot of agents don't even realize what's there on their own website. And more important, what is there, but how you can use those tools that are right there in plain sight for you. Okay, so this kind of wraps around the primary tools that we have. You all know that on my website, we have let me see if I can go back to a quick screen share on it. Let me get the right button pushed. There we go. There we go. And here we go. All right. So here is my website. It is lynnhamilton.samsonproperties.net. I have created it as a go-to source for you, our agents. As you can see on mine, I've changed the search for your next home or your new home, however you want to word it, estimation of home value, and then the Agent Resource Center. I have added the Agent Resource Center for you, our Samson agents. There, and anybody can get to this. You don't have to log in anywhere to get to it. So it's bonus handouts, some quick videos on common mistakes. It's kind of fun and funny. Have a good time with that. How-to instructions. I've often found agents say, oh, I don't know how to do that, or not a problem. This is why I created the how-to section there, because when I'm traveling or teaching, I'm not responding to emails. So I hate to be able to tie you up for a day or more, getting your next step done and getting something done because I wasn't readily available. So I created the how-to instruction tab on the Agent Resource Center for you. The next one down is the learning trails. That is your step-by-step guide. I am very excited about this one because this is one that I believe only Samson offers. All the other brokerages offer, oh, we have a ton of training available for you. Okay, well, that's all well and good, but it's not in order. We have taken time to record all these sessions. I keep them updated, and there is your learning trail mapped out. Session 1, there you go. Session 2, there you go. And it walks you through all the basics that you need to have in place. And then based off what you decide are your pillars from Jumpstart Session 4, there's a whole index of the various classes that fall into that category as well. So there you have it. Last page down is the listen and learn. That is going to allow you to listen to any of these Thursday training videos as quickly as I can download them and get them posted up. If there's a handout, which there isn't always, but when there is a handout, I got the handout there for you. And then there's the button to click for the listen and learn. It takes you directly to the page that's going to let you see or let you hear what that topic was about. So back on the learning trails, there you go. Session 1, Session 2, Session 3, Session 4. Yeah, I threw a bonus in there. Session 5, Session 6. All you've got to do is follow along and work through the sessions. There is your handout. There is the video. This one, as we've indicated, there's a new video coming soon. There's the old one, but as soon as the new one's available, we're going to upload it for you. But there is your learning trails of what you need to learn from square one all the way through the very end. So there you have it. All right. hopefully that has been helpful. Let me just double check on my chat box one more time, make sure I didn't miss anything. See what you guys all have to say. All right. I think we are good. Dun, 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 dun. Let me close that one. I don't need to see that one. Um, okay, we got to get, oh, this is fairly new to the brokerage. Who to contact about your website? Me. You can reach me at lhamilton at samsonproperties.net. I'm going to grab my notepad here, which is right here. I'm going to jot your name down so that I can make sure that I walk you through, or else I'll email you the link of how to activate it to even get it started. And then we have some quick how-tos. Um, Okay, there you go. I got your name down. I can send you or point you in the direction of the how-tos. Activate your website, how to start customizing your website. And I've got a few more that I'm going to try to record hopefully this afternoon too on how to change the color and how to change the tabs. All right. Hopefully this has been helpful. Hopefully you got an aha takeaway from it. With that, my friends, remember, I don't care what you know. I want to know what you're doing with what you know. I appreciate you coming back. I appreciate you being here with me. This one is short and sweet and to the point. So we're going to close this down. Yes, I see the other name on there. So Lisa, I sure will. I'm writing this down. You got it, my friends. So I will make sure that we get you what you need. Email me is always the best way to reach out. And with that, when you listen to this on replay or any of the other listen and learn, be sure to subscribe and do a like. That way, when we post a new video or I post my next one in this learning trail of the listen and learn, you can get notified that a new one is up and posted and ready for you to enjoy. All right, my friends, go be wonderful, go be awesome. And you know what? I'll see you in the next class. All right, bye for now.
Thank you.
You're
See ya.
welcome. Take
Bye.
care.
Thank you, Lynn.
Oh,
Have a
you
good
are more than
one.
welcome. You are more than welcome. It's my pleasure indeed. It's good to see you
Yeah.
all.
Thank you. Good to
You're
see
welcome.
you.